Hey y'all, what's up? Big Wooly here, and welcome back to another episode of our Prison Escapes Beginnings Let's Play. So in today's episode, we're going to continue along in our quest line. We're going to work on getting the mob slaughter factory set up so that we can get into our VoidShimmer Goo. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, so I've worked on some of the questline stuff in between. I've added like 4 more netherite seeds to try and pick up the netherite so that we can get through the storage questline. I did get some of it done. I could go ahead and get the netherite backpack done, and then it's just the massive amounts of netherite that we're going to need for our stack upgrades, and then it's getting into the quantum computing stuff from AE2. But before we start getting into all of those things, we need to get our goo upgraded so that we can get faster harvesting on our crops and we can move along in the next tier, because one of the other ones we're going to have to complete for a quest barrier, I'm pretty sure, is the Just Dire Things quest line. So storage, power, a mechanism, and Ender IO. Oh, wait, no, it looks like we don't have to get through the Just Dire Things quest line, maybe. Yeah, no, we just got to do mechanism and Ender IO. This one here isn't required, but I want to get through it because, you know, we get better stuff from Just Dire Things that we can use, like the advanced portal gun. So either way, for the VoidShimmer Goo, we have everything here that we need except for the advanced machine frame. The advanced machine frame takes pink slime. Everything else we really should have. We're going to have to get some latex going too, so let's go ahead. We actually already had latex going though, didn't we? Oh, see, look, yes, we have latex right there. I knew we did. All right, well, we got more of it now. We will put it right here. We could put it in a fluid drawer, and that would actually be able to be linked to our storage controller. But for right now, let's just leave it with that. We know we have it. That's the important part. All right, now, we'll automate that later on. We've done that before. Mob slaughter factory. So this one's pretty simple. Should just be a craft for us. Let's see. Pity machine frame. There we go. We need a couple swords. And an axe, I think. One more axe. And that's going to give us the mob slaughter factory. Now, we're going to be able to use this with our farm we already have set up top, up there. And we're going to be able to just turn the farm on and get everything we kind of need going. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of fluid drawers out of here. Fluid drawer. I don't know if the range is big enough that these are going to reach all the way over to the factory yet, but they might. And then, oh, I did get our infinite range card going for our wireless, so we can actually access our storage while we're over here at the mob farm. So to make this work, what we're going to do is right where everything's pushing to the middle, right here. We're going to clear this out, and we're going to put this mob slaughter factory right there, facing in. Then I'm going to take and put a fluid drawer on either side. And then we just need some power. So let's get a flux point. I did put in a ton more patterns. We've actually filled a second extended pattern provider full of patterns already, just to get us a bunch of stuff easily accessible. And we still need more, but you know, we're going to get into the advanced stuff. So I didn't want to make too many of the basics. But now here we have it. So we're going to tell it that it can push the meat to the left and the pink slime to the right, and then that should get us those 2 drawers full of pink slime and liquid meat. All that's left now is to turn on the farm. And there you go. As you can see, everything's getting pushed right here in front of it, getting pink slime in the bucket on the right. We're getting liquid meat in the container on the left. We're going to need to just let this run because I think we're going to need like a bucket full. Let's see if it can reach. I don't know where the edge of our range is yet. Yeah, no, see, our stuff is way, way downstairs. So I don't think we're going to be able to make a drawer controller reach. But we do have, we've started on some more AE2, I'm putting the computer up here because, you know, we're kind of earning the right to be outside, I guess. So I'm thinking a lot more things are going to need to be up top. And I went ahead and tied in this farm and got all of our drops being taken directly into our AE2. It's linked to everything downstairs with a couple of wireless connectors for now. And those are kind of expensive. We're looking at, like, right now we're using 6.5 KFE a tick. And you're like, well, Wooly, you weren't making that kind of power. You're right. I wasn't. We added a solar panel because we were working on the questline stuff, but we ran out of resources to be able to get all the way to the top tier, but that one's spirited. So that's only making like 400 FE a tick, which is kind of a joke, but I mean, I guess it's totally passive and doesn't consume water. But I've added a few more generators. They are all nitro tier, and we're using the block of nitro crystals for the heat source. That makes these, let me find one that's actually being taxed right now, because there's one of these that'll be low. Here we go, right here. That's making 7,500 FE a tick per each one of these. So we're up to about 50k FE a tick or somewhere in there. Went ahead and made the Fernator Nitro because this part of the quest line, it makes 25k FE a tick, and you can just take coal and toss some coal in there, and it runs off of just plain Jane coal. You know, and as you can see, filling up. So we've got all these upgraded to nitro. I did buy a second batch of nether stars. We probably need to get like a data model or something going because we do have hostile neural networks in the pack, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so we probably should get a wither data model going or something along those lines. Some form of wither farm is going to be in order in the very near future. But mob slaughter factory. So the mob slaughter factory is going to lead us down the road to be able to get our advanced machine frame. And the advanced machine frame is the last hold up for our next tier of goo. So let's see if we got anything useful in any of these quest rewards. Some chicken noodle soup. Okay, we can just toss that in the backpack and let the backpack eat it when it gets to it. We got a bucket of latex for free. Nothing else really all that great. So the downside's going to be that our farm up there is really far away. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go to the yard. Let's make it daytime. And then we're just going to put a waystone down over by the mob farm. And don't ask where all my farm animals are. I may or may not have killed all the farm animals on the server trying to fix a lag issue. Yeah, it happened. So let's stick us a waystone down over here. Okay. So now we got a waystone to get directly over here for when we need pink slime. We'll get all this tied in. We're almost up to a bucket. So let's just give it a second or two more. There we go. There's our bucket. I don't have an empty bucket, so let's get one out. So there is our bucket of pink slime. Let's go ahead and lock both of these drawers so that stuff doesn't get mixed up. And then we want a void upgrade for that one so that the meat doesn't keep other things from, you know, keep us from getting more pink slime. So there we go. So now there's a void upgrade in there. Once we get past 32 buckets of liquid meat, it'll void it off. It'll stop running when we get full on that one. Well, I mean, it won't stop running. It'll just void the stuff. So back to the mine. All right, and we're going to need this stuff in here, but only after we make some basic machine frames. So simple machine frames. So nether bricks, iron, plastic, and a gold gear. And then the last thing we need is a pity machine frame. So pity machine frame goes in here with all this. And then for our advanced machine frame, we need the netherite scrap. What about ancient debris? We ain't got none of that either. All right. What did it take to buy it? Because I'm lazy. 3 iron coins. That's fine. We can do that. We're getting a decent amount of coins from the quests, so. Okay. And then what else do we need for our advanced one? 2 plastic, 2 gold, and a diamond gear. And then we can do this with all that to get our advanced machine frame. All right. Let's get out a shovel. We've got 2 blaze bloom goo. And now we should. Didn't we kill the dragon? And I'm pretty sure we got dragon's breath, right? Is that like infused dragon's breath or something? Did I miss something? Aha! It's in my backpack. All right. VoidShimmer Goo. Now, is this the pack where they added the ability to upgrade them by putting them next to it? No. Okay, and that must be an ocean block. So that kind of stinks because that means we're going to have to go through making some more Supreme machine frames and getting some more netherite scraps and all that, but I won't make you guys watch it. But now we have VoidShimmer Goo. And VoidShimmer Goo, we should be able to do, what is it, netherite that it takes? No, it's diamond for the celestium tier. So diamond, if we take diamond blocks, we put it around it. It's going to convert that into our celestium tier of stuffs. All right, and we actually already had some celestium in our system that we had gotten. I don't really remember where, but if we go to the uses on this, we should be able to make an upgrade template. Now, do I have an upgrade template already? I do. Okay, so we can put that in there. We can duplicate up some templates just to make sure we've got enough. And then now if I take one of these things and one of those things, come over here, we can grab out our hoe. And that was one of the main reasons I want to do this, is I want to get the farmland upgraded. So if we put our hoe in here, now we can make it the top tier dire hoe. And that is going to be perfect for us. Let's go ahead and get our pick and our axe. Actually, probably don't need to do that, right? We made a paxel of each kind, or we have a paxel of each kind that we just need to enchant. So, you know, we could probably get away without doing that. But there we have it. And then now, once we harvest up these, we've got plenty of celestium for other things like upgrading our gear, which we're not even wearing anymore. We're wearing this gobber stuff, which is significantly better armor-wise, but we can't do things like put our wings in there, which, speaking of wings, I have not done any nether exploring yet. It's still, or end exploring. It is still on the list of things to do. I just have not had enough time to get around to it. But just to show you what we will be doing with the farm, what I'll do is I'm going to come in here and I'll do it on this side that we're not using for an example right now. I will take all this dirt, I will pick it up, and then we will put it back down and hoe it again, and it will be the next tier. All right, there we go. Farm upgraded. I haven't upgraded the pumpkins and stuff. I really wish you could just like right click the new ones with the hoe, but that ain't how it works. So, you know, but that would be cool to be able to just, you know, hoe it again with the stuff there and not have to pick it up and place it back down. But we'll fix the pumpkins and melons some other time. But you can tell already how much faster this is. It's just, you know, resources are coming in. So it'll be nice. We got the netherite coming in that we need to finish up those quest lines. Now, let's go take a look at the book, because we did get our goo upgraded, which the main thing was so that we could start upgrading our Just Dire Things stuff. What else did I put in here? VoidShimmer Goo, Mob Slaughter Factory. Well, we covered that stuff. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it wants us to get into ether gas next, I'm guessing. Let's take a look at what's next. Power. I'm kind of working on this off camera because we really have got power kind of going for right now. We've got more than enough power for the portion of the game we're in with our setup right here, which you guys are familiar with. All I did was upgrade those to the blocks of nitro crystal, which we added that pattern to the pattern provider when we made it. It's the one that takes a nether star. We bought some nether stars rather than farming them. No big deal. Let's see. So yeah, been working on Ender.io, just working through these banks, just making the stuff from the quest lines. None of it's been anything that crazy. I did have to set back up the alloy smelter to make some energetic alloy, but it's just following the crafts in the book. We did get our gargantuan power bank done, which holds like a lot. Let's see. It holds 128 million FE. So we got that done for the quest line. We got some more netherite stuff done for the quest line. Let's see, template. Let's go ahead and get one of these out. We can go ahead and do the book bag together, the backpack, because we have enough for that. So if we come over to our smithing table. Oh, is that not how we do it in this one? Maybe we don't have enough for the netherite backpack. Let's see what it takes. Oh boy, maybe? Oh, look at that. We're like one short, but we've got enough essence. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Super expensive. Oh, oops. I forgot to unpause. We did our backpack. The game hung up and kicked me, but there it is, our netherite backpack. And we need a ton more netherite. So I moved our stack upgrade we made for the quest line off camera. I moved it to our adventuring backpack because we're going to be using that going around the world as we go in busting and whatnot. And it is much more likely to have stacks, multiple stacks of the same thing in it versus our regular backpack, which is just all of our tools and various stuff we have on us. Kind of a hot mess, but you know, I know it's in there and that's the important part. So as we move forward, these right here are very expensive. They take 9 stack upgrades. Each stack upgrade is 8 blocks of netherite. Each block of netherite is 9 netherite. So 8 times 9 times 9. That's how many netherites we're gonna need just to get our Omega stack upgrade for the backpack. The one for the chests is not as bad, but we are going to have to make this enhanced ender ingot to craft it, which is going to get us into ender crafting, which we have not looked at yet. So let's go ahead and just bookmark that. We've done some of that over in Ocean Block 2, and really we just need to get these things crafted up. We are going to need the crafters. I thought there were pedestals, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's an alternator and the crafter. Either way, they go like in a pattern in the real world. So we're going to need ender ingots. Looks like that's no big deal. Maybe let me gather some stuff and we got enough time to squeeze that in. What am I talking about gathering? It is stuff we haven't done together. So we're going to craft up the 5 ender ingots here. And then we're going to make the ender crafter with a crafting table. There we go. And then I think the ender alternators are the things that are kind of like pylons. And we get 2 per, and I think we need 4 of those maybe. So let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think it was. And then there we go. So this works a lot like the Empower. We are going to need to get power to all of these, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Can we just come right here? So if I put you down, and then these can go... Is it there or is it further away? I don't remember, but I want to say they go something like this. But I don't think they have to be any specific side, but we're going to do it like that. Nope, that's not connecting. Where does the power go in this one? Is there no power? Well, let's take a look at this and see if I can figure it out. I thought these took power, but apparently they do not. So ender crafting, what was it we were trying to make? We were trying to make the ender star, and it is a nether star with 4 eyes of ender. So there it is. Oh, and it is crafting. There we go. So it does not take power. So there is our ender star that we needed for making enhanced ender ingots. So we just need 4 more ender ingots. One, 2, 3, 4. And then it looks like it goes just like the last pattern, except with these. And there we go. So now we're just waiting on that to craft up. My mob farms are probably pretty full. Although we're not getting slime. We're just getting the reliquary drops, but that can make slime, which is fine. So we probably ought to get this stuff tied into storage. But plenty of drops for now for all the things that we need them for. We probably could use, are there ender chests in here? The ones with the, yeah, the channels, these ones. Yeah, we could probably use some of this for automating some of that. We should put that on the notes for the next time. Let's see. Ender chests for mob farms. Because then we don't have to bring a channel all the way over there. We can just do the drops out of these into an ender chest, and then we can pull the items in anywhere where we've got our network set up. So, and there are our enhanced ender ingots, and then these are used for whatever it was. Yes, our stack upgrade omega right there. So we are getting closer to our stack upgrade omega with the craft of that ingot. Well, I think that's going to bring us to the end of today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you're able to learn something. We are making some progress. We got our mob slaughter factory done. We got our goo upgraded to VoidShimmer tier. We upgraded our farms so they're farming faster, and we did some extended crafting over there and are getting ready for finishing up our storage quest line. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and we'll see y'all next time.